Lancashire. Now, how hard can a husky howl? This hard? Oh. Imagine having to listen to that every day. Husky dogs are very fashionable, let's face it. They're not exactly bred for indoor life. It seems the public agree. For the last 12 months, the Sibes and Sled Dog Rescue Centre in Nelson's known for huskies, have been caring for about 50 unwanted huskies in Nelson. And BBC Radio Lancashire's Helen Randall is there this morning with the centre's latest additions. Good morning, Helen.
Good morning to you, Graham. Yes, I'm at the home of John Duxbury, who runs the Husky Rescue Centre. You can perhaps hear them barking in the background there. It's probably the biggest Husky Rescue Centre in the whole country, with some of the rescue dogs, including 4 new pups that have come. We've actually stepped outside because they've gone a bit crazy because it was feeding time about 5 minutes ago, and John's just fed them a crate full of chicken carcasses, which got them going, didn't it, John? Morning to you.
Morning.
Tell us about what you do at the rescue centre and why you have got involved.
Well, there were that many huskies, and I'm into breed. I really like the breed. Once you've had an husky, you'll never go to anything else. And I found they were a bit in dire straits. So that's the reason we opened the rescue centre.
So talk me through the steps that you take. How do they come to you, and what do you do with them when they're in your care? Well,
we travel nationwide to pick them up. We found that other husky rescues use the transport network, which the dogs were too stressed when they were getting to you. So we collect them ourselves. We've collected as far as Plymouth. So, you know, it's like we do the mileage.
So you've got a van or some sort of trucks that you take, you travel the country to collect them?
Yes, I have a 7-seater vehicle that all the seats come out, and some crates actually fit in nice, so the dogs are well transported.
And then what happens when you get them back up here to Lancashire?
We get them here, sometimes they go up to kennels. We have a kennels up in Blackwall, and then they come direct to me for assessment. Once they've been assessed, they then go into a suitable foster.
Right, and you've just taken delivery, if you like, or collection of some pups. What kind of a condition were they in when they came to you?
Most horrendous case I've ever come across, really. They weighed in about 8.8 kilos, and they should have been nearly 16 kilos. We're getting them there now. They're about 12.8 kilos at a weigh-in last night.
Yeah, and one of them's here with us. It's Purple. She's looking gorgeous. She's called Purple because she has a purple collar on. She's very, very docile. The bigger dogs inside were going a bit frantic earlier, weren't they? Is that typical of them?
Well, it is. It's because they can see us outside and they just want to get out to greet you, really. They're very friendly dogs. There's a saying that they don't make good guard dogs. They probably give burglar a kiss and help him out with your telly.
It's Graham in the studio here. Now, are they kind of fashionable dogs, and people basically are getting them in their homes and realising that these dogs take quite a bit looking after?
Yeah, well, exactly, yeah. They're buying them as cute little puppies with blue eyes and maybe one blue eye, one brown eye. Yeah. And they're going for the gorgeous factor, which they are, gorgeous dogs. Then they turn to, like, pulling machines at 8 months old. You can't have them off lead because they lack a coiled spring. It's, you release that lead and caboose, they're gone.
And I imagine, as you say, they take quite a bit of walking.
They do, but we have rigs and equipment that we strap them onto, scooters, and they'll take you for 7 kilometres at about 21 mile an hour.
And I imagine that they actually exchange hands for quite a bit of money, do they?
Well, they do. I mean, they're not as valuable as they was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, you were paying £1,000, £1,500. Now you can get them as cheap. We're backyard breeding, and this is his problem. You can get them as cheap as £150.
Seriously?
Yes. Right. You can actually see them for sale on the Facebook groups.
Right, okay. And it sounds like your place is just going to get busier and busier because of this.
Unfortunately, yes. Yeah. But, some that come to us for rehoming, that contacted us, the people, we've actually kept them in their homes through education. Right. So as Facebook group does the education.
How do you make sure they go to a good home after you've restored them to good health? Because you say these pups came to you really bad condition, they'd been very neglected, and they're now looking far more healthy, very contented. As I say, this little one, Purple, here, I'm just giving her a little stroke and a tickle around her ears. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, well, we have a team of admin. I think we're 14 admin team altogether. We have home check coordinators, and they can coordinate an home check throughout the country. No matter where you are in country, we can get your home checked.
And they're all volunteers that work with you here?
Yes, all brilliant volunteers, actually.
And you could go on a Husky sled, I gather. You can take them out. You said about them being coiled springs and they go kaboosh and they go flying off. You put a sledge on the back and you can take a ride.
Well, we use scooters, obviously, because we don't have the snow in this country. But we use scooters and three-wheeled rigs. And, yes, they will pull you along at quite a good speed.
So, not making necessarily the best pets, but they're totally adorable.
Brilliant. Once you've had this breed, you'll never go back to anything else.
That's lovely. Isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? A Husky Centre in Nelson, of all places. Helen Randall there, our reporter live.